Hi everyone, welcome to episode 109 of the ARMY ThinkTank podcast. I am Jan.
Jess.
And how are we doing this week?
I don't know. Same as always, you know. It is what it is. What did I do on the weekend? Oh, I hung out with Moon over the weekend. We went shopping.
Yeah. How did that go?
It was really fun. We went thrifting. We were going to a bunch of stores and we had some coffee and some Jinny's kitchen inspired Korean street food. She had never tried any before except for tteokbokki, but we had like the corn dogs and stuff, and she was like, "This is the most amazing thing I've ever had in my life."
The corn dogs are literally the
They're
best
so
thing to have been
so good.
Invented.
If you haven't had a Korean street corn dog before, you absolutely need to try it. It's
That's like the
magic.
one Korean thing, like the first Korean thing I've ever tried.
It's so good.
And I've had mandu as well.
Yeah. It's so good. It's so good. My favorite is like half and half, so half cheese, half sausage with potatoes. Stop it. And you have to roll it in sugar. I know it sounds very weird, but like have to try it.
Have you ever had the one that's coated in ramen and fried?
No.
That's one that we have back home in Montreal. And that shit is amazing.
That's very
so instead of like
spicy.
Just like the normal like
battered coating.
They coat, like they put it in the coating and then they roll it in ramen noodles. Like dry ramen noodles.
Yeah. To make
and
it
then
crunchy.
they fry it. Yes. It's amazing.
That actually sounds really good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It gives you like such a difference in texture.
I love the different That's why I like the potatoes
really
because like it's a different texture and it's like
the
really
potatoes
crunchy.
are also good as well.
Yeah. What's your favorite topping to put on to them?
Sometimes just ketchup does the work.
You ruin it with ketchup.
I mean, I know you don't like ketchup.
I really have an aversion to ketchup.
But just like some sugar as well works really well.
Sugar and like my favorite is the sweet chili and mustard.
What did I put on my one last time I went with my friend back home? Let me check. It's on my Instagram.
My favorite is definitely sweet chili and mustard.
Ooh,
sometimes they do spicy.
Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan cheese is really good. I do like that a lot. It's so good. Anyway, definitely try it because it's so good. Like it's
are we foodies? Yes, we are.
Yes, correct. If you like go through my back through my Instagram, more than half of it has to do with food in like some capacity or another.
Yeah, you don't go back through mine because it's a lot of cats photos.
Cats and food. That's like
a lot of cat photos.
A lot of cat photos.
Otherwise, I am sweating my ass off, and it's not because it's really hot. It's because it's really humid and my AC is broken. It has been since October, and the complex won't come and fix it until it's hot for multiple days in a row.
Sure, because that's how that works.
Mm-hmm. Especially here, when you can have like pretty hot temperatures in the middle of winter.
What? Okay, sure.
Anyway, that's why I'm wearing a tank top right now.
I'm wearing a sweater because I live in Canada, so it is warm here. It is actually really nice.
But like yesterday, or the day before, it was like in the negatives. Now it's 13 degrees, and I'm sweating my ass off.
Yeah, I mean, I live in the one like province that temperature doesn't matter from day to day because it's going to be different every single day.
I think Alberta is very similar to the Midwest in that sense.
Yes. Yeah, we're just bouncing around temperatures.
Except you guys can get to like way lower temperature than us because you're a lot more north.
Yes. Well, and we have like a special thing called Chinooks, which is why it's so crazy here. It's not global warming, it's a Chinook. I promise.
It's just Alberta.
It's just Alberta. Anyway, enough about temperature. Let us get into this week's stuff because we got a lot of things to talk about this week.
Listen,
it's a lot. It is a
first
lot.
And foremost, let's go like OT7 first. So we have the Special 8 Photo-Folio reaction film number 2.
The photo that they reacted to Hobie, because that was like the teaser from last time, is the funniest thing ever. First of all, he absolutely looks like Legolas. You cannot change my mind about that. He is Legolas, like, period. That is my favorite photo from Hobie. We talked already about Hobie's Photo-Folio. It's one of my favorite ones because of how like different it is. So the reaction that BTS had.
Listen, I grew up like really attracted to Nicholas.
100%. Lord of the Rings by far.
If I could be an elf in real life, I would.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings as like a whole for me is like one of my favorite movie series. Like it is the pinnacle of cinema. You cannot change my mind about that.
The world of Lord of the Rings is just
just so fascinating. And the fact that Tolkien wrote like so many different stories from like the Silmarillion, the Hobbit, like it's just
give me like a modern video game that is not Lord of the Rings Online, because that game, as much as it's fun, it is jank.
It's so trash. Trash.
Give me like a modern Lord of just take what like Warner Bros and like Avalanche did with Hogwarts Legacy.
I was gonna say the exact same thing.
Do it with
Lord of the Rings. I would absolutely buy that game. Like there would be no hesitation. I would be like pre-order the like most complicated one. I don't care. I'm gonna spend my money on it. Yeah. Lord of the Rings
in a heartbeat.
Top tier. It is top tier cinema. You cannot change my mind about that. The fact that it was all shot on film. Listen, I could go on and on and on about Lord of the Rings. So the fact that
the only movies that matters to is the extended versions, and I stand by what I said.
I don't disagree with that. Yeah, if you can't watch the extended editions, we can't be friends. I'm so sorry. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules.
Listen, my parents raised me right.
True.
And we only own the extended version.
Yes, it's important to my sanity that you have to like watch the extended editions. It's like, important.
I would even like watch it on my own. I would like borrow the thing, watch it on my shared computer with my brother.
Yeah.
And I would just vibe to Lord of the Rings while playing Sims.
Correct.
All day.
Listen, my brother and I used to have like marathons with Lord of the Rings. Like that was our thing. We do like every couple of months we would put on Lord of the Rings and like watch it because it's just iconic. It's iconic. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, my family was not let's do a Star Wars marathon. It was let's do a Lord of the Rings
marathon. Yeah. It's top tier. I don't know what to tell you.
And all that because Hobie is an elf.
Hobie is an elf. Oh my god.
Mean, we've always known because when he put his mask and his beanie, he looks like an elf.
He looks like an elf.
There's his little ears.
It's the ears. I can't help it. He's so cute and sweet. And I love like their reactions are just so genuine to how excited they were because if you think about it, like they didn't have any say in each other's photo-folios. They had never seen them before. So the fact
it was like genuine reactions.
It was like
each
a genuine
other,
reaction.
Like concepts.
Yeah. It was like a mixture of both like surprise, but also like, this is totally your personality.
Listen, I was just waiting for Yoongi to stand up and start yelling J-Hope like the good old days.
I know. Where's my Yoongi J-Hope? But Jimin jumping up and down sufficed my need for those kind of things.
We all know that Jimin will always jump up and down for his eternal roommate Hobie.
It's true. The amount of love Jimin has for Hobie is unmatched. Period.
Like he's got a lot of love for all of them, but Hobie is on another level.
It's like a special kind of love that they share with each other, so it's understandable. Yeah. I'm so glad that we got like I was waiting for the rest of the reactions, but I knew it was only going to come out after like Yoongi's had been released.
Yeah.
Which I haven't got mine yet, but I'm very excited to get
I haven't either. Should start shipping pretty soon.
Yes.
I don't know about you.
For me, I went through a Go, so we're just waiting for it to be consolidated and then shipped from Korea. So
I did not open the right app.
It's the Weverse app.
Yeah, I opened the actual Weverse app and not the shop.
There is a difference.
They pushed the scheduled delivery start date, but
It's
only like a couple weeks.
Oh, well, that's fine. Yeah. I can't wait to get mine. I'm so excited to look through all the photos.
Like 3 months like last time.
Oh my god, right? God.
Remember when I got my advent calendars in April last year?
I'm like, that's so helpful. Ugh.
I got both TXTs and BTS's at the same time, but in April, so I'm just over here like,
okay,
cool beans.
We're already like 4 months into the year, but sure.
Yeah. Anyway, Namjoon's been pretty busy with content release.
He has been very busy. So, Smoke Sprite came out last week, and have you listened to it yet?
I have not, but you can talk about it because I've seen some like clips and behind the scene clips on TikTok.
So
I'm always on TikTok.
Always on TikTok. So we talked about like my reaction to Smoke Sprite last week. I love the song. It's so good. Her voice is just right now. So unique. Like it's unreal how unique it is. So we had a couple of behind the scenes, both from her channel and from BTS's channel. Namjoon is just such a genuine person. It's just so it's just
the epitome of a gentleman.
He really does. And apparently they actually wrote it together. Like it was a collab situation.
Like an actual like
she wrote it and then brought it to Namjoon and they talked about like how to integrate him into the song. So it was more like he helped write it situation and then they filmed the video.
That's what I really enjoy when it's like a feature, like a whip, but the like main artist is like, I actually want you to write your own verse. Kind of thing. It's like, this is what I'm trying to convey, this is what the concept is, I want you to write your own verse.
I love that because then we really get like both flavors of the artist into one song. Like Coldplay with BTS on My Universe.
Even like Troye Sivan with Alicia Cara, when they did their own version of Wild, he was just like, I want you to write your own verse. And that's why it turned out so good because you feel like both artists in the song.
Exactly. Yeah, it feels like both of their songs rather than just like a featuring artist on a song. Yeah, I completely agree. I love it. And we got obviously Namjoon looking fine AF. My boy. You really outdid yourself this time. The all black look, like, boy, if you don't.
Listen, this dude, when he wears all black, is
God.
On another level.
Blah.
Okay, alarm, go away. But that's my feelings inside, just screaming.
Raging out. Yeah, we also got Namjoon live in Seoul concert sketch as well. So we got some behind the scenes of that and all the artists that were featured there and his reaction. I'm just so happy that he got to experience that with the ARMYs and enjoy like a perfectly Namjoon sort of like concert venue with this like chill vibe and all the featured artists were there. It's so sweet to see those things.
That's the kind of thing that you look at and you're like, even if you're not physically there or whatever, you're just like, just make you smile.
It just makes me so happy. I'm honestly glad that they were able to like film everything and then post it on YouTube for us to watch later because I would have been so sad if we didn't get to see like the actual concert itself.
Yeah, I don't think Jinny would have let that happen.
That's true. I agree.
Or like any of them really. It's like, I want to have this private moment, but also I don't want to like
leave out
like all the other ARMYs that would have liked to be there. Or like this, like I know I have a lot of people that appreciate my music and wants to share this with me. So I'm just gonna, and I love that it's on YouTube and not like a weird thing that you gotta buy.
Yeah. Me too.
I'm just gonna put it out, have everyone enjoy it, and that's it.
Yeah. He was also very active on Weverse. So
listen, Subin and Namjoon were fighting each other for how many notifications they can send me.
He sent like 3 in a row, which I found very funny. So the first one, he was talking about like how much he missed us, and he was talking about Jimin and his song that just released last week, Set Me Free Part 2.
Then Junie Well, I mean, he helped on the album itself, but was that one of the songs that he helped with? I don't remember, but I know he helped on the album.
Maybe. I don't know. He was just like updating us and talking about things. He was at work apparently, so he was just like talking about that. The funniest part of this is he's like going on a ramble about stuff, which is like very Namjoon. He's like following his own conscious thought, and the last note is, "I'm not drunk. I swear to God." I have not been drinking. This is just my stream of consciousness because I'm tired.
It's just like with Jinny, you have either like really, really like long text with wise words, or you have really long text but just rambling.
Yeah, they're like little sections of his thought process that are sort of like just rambled together. They still like make sense.
You have like Jinny. It's one or the other. It's like either like very well composed, wise, and then you have
just a jumbled mess. It still makes sense. Like, don't get me wrong. It still absolutely makes sense. I can follow his conscious thought.
The duality, though.
It's just funny to me. You know, he's been working on some music, so I am assuming that he'll probably pull a J-Hope and a Jin.
They probably like met up and be like, "Oh yeah, we're doing that." I'm sure.
God, it just
like, I wish I was clowning, but I don't think I am this time.
I don't think you are this time, honestly. Like, I really don't.
But didn't I call it out though?
You did. You absolutely did.
But anyway, we got the teaser for episode 7 of Suga's show, and oh my god, who is his guest?
I wonder.
I am shocked. It's Jimin. It's 1,000%
Jimin. It's obviously Jimin. First of all, the 7, get out of here. You planned that, absolutely.
But like, also they like kept hiding his face, and I'm just like, just from the way that he's sitting on that chair.
The pinky said everything to me.
That's I know it's Park Jimin.
The way he was sitting on the chair, the pinky, and the fact that his laugh is so like it's
the way he's like sit back when he laughs, and then him imitating Yoongi,
and the fact that they were talking about missing BTS, and like it's
that Jimin. We saw his wrist tattoo too.
Also that, and the 7 that he has on his hand as well.
I'm just like, this is Jimin. The least well kept secret of all time, and really I know they're doing it on purpose.
I know that they're doing it on purpose. Like, how could you not have the first episode?
That's just like the first episode. It's like, this is the worst kept secret of all time.
They are terrible at it. But also it's honestly, to me, it's perfect having the 7th be a BTS member. I would expect nothing less.
And I mean, it just also like it fits just perfectly, because with Jimin's album releasing very, very soon, it just makes sense.
It just makes sense. Yeah.
So
it's amazing.
Did they timed it like this? Probably. Wouldn't put it past them.
Well, that's the thing. Like, usually I like to be optimistic and say it's coincidence.
No, it's not.
To be honest with BTS, when is it ever a coincidence? When?
The number 7? No, it's not.
No, it's not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not even once. I'm just saying.
It's really not.
J-Hope.
Hobie,
he went live for a little bit last week, and we got to like see him, and he was just talking about, you know, all the finalizations he's doing before he announces the date when he enters his service. He was just, you know, coming to say hi and what's up, and don't be sad. Yeah, don't worry, I'll be back. Just chilling. It was very sweet. It was very Hobie. I would expect nothing less of him to be like, don't cry, it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be fine. I'm still gonna cry, bro. Like, listen, my immediate reaction to any time I hear, hey, it's Big Hit, it's an immediate crying.
Listen, situation. Even when like the ads for like the tours and whatever pops up, and I'm like, okay, who's dying? It's not actually what's
happening.
I know it's not what's happening, but I'm like, who's dying?
Who's dying? Who?
That's like getting a phone call at like 3 a.m.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's the same.
It's the same thing. It really is. We also got a like film made version of On the Street. He like, it's very like he filmed it himself sort of vibe, which is again very Hobie. He loves filming things. He's like the one person in the group who like always films big events and situations and like birthdays, and always has his camera ready to go. So I'm really glad we got this like sort of homemade feeling to his music video. And he's been posting a lot of like the dance challenges.
Yeah, I love that the dance challenge is still very much active on TikTok. That is very, very fun. It's
very fun. I've been liking like every single one I've been seeing because I just enjoy it so much. The like variety, the different places. He also made a compilation video.
I either send that to like Kat and Tanya, or I send Kat some Bomb Q edits, and then she's like, what did I ever do to you?
What did I do to you? Why are you attacking me?
I was like, well, you send me soup and stuff, so I guess that's how that works.
Yeah, it's how that works. Don't you worry.
So it's either on the streets challenges or attacks, basically.
There is no in between, though. Let's be real here.
That is very true.
There is no in between.
Sometimes you're just like, am I soft or hard?
I don't know.
I don't like that word, but
yeah, I get what you mean.
I'm just like, I don't know.
I flow between.
Same. Oh my god! Remember the first time I had a hard stand moment? Do you remember that time?
I do.
It was in the group chat.
I do. I remember quite clearly.
I just remember Fatima cheering for dear life because she's like, oh my god, it's finally happening.
It's happening.
And then you guys just laughing at me. And I'm just like, and they were like, yeah, just keep pretending, Jan. Just keep pretending.
Sure.
But I'm a soft more often than not.
Right. Okay.
By a very small percentage.
Okay.
A very tiny percentage.
Sure.
Like 0.000000001. Help.
I can't. Anyway. Jimin, Park Jimin. So Sunday we reacted to Set Me Free Part 2. If you haven't seen it, it'll be linked up above, down below, all the places.
Oh, while we are on that subject.
Yes.
My friend watched our reaction.
Oh, yes, she did.
And I gotta share what she sent me.
Oh, okay.
It was at this moment that their name knew she was in for a treat because they just pressed play. They don't know about shirtless Jimin yet.
No.
And then she sent me a screenshot of our reaction when that happened, and she said, I was not disappointed.
Yeah.
And then I yelled, ha 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 ha, the pepperonis. And then she sent a screenshot of you like this, saying, I need to add a white flag to this part because poor Jed was begging for ceasefire.
It really was. I needed to not be attacked. God.
So this was my friend's reaction.
So funny. It's so true.
I love her to pieces.
Like waving a white flag.
It's like, help.
God. Yeah, so we have have you had any thoughts now that we've sort of had like some time to digest?
Oh god. I
clearly not.
Have you listened to it while in the shower yet?
No.
Because that is an out-of-body experience.
Oh, okay, I need to do that.
It's not on Fairy of Shampoo level.
Okay. But it's close.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I listened to it in the car because Moon and I, obviously she was putting on one of my playlists, so we listened to it. It hits different in the car, let me tell you. But
like, I agree with basically everything you said about it on Sunday. It's just that I couldn't formulate any words on Sunday.
I did find some interesting stuff after I watched it because I went on Twitter and actually like scrolled through a lot of people's stuff. So the things that I found interesting is the poetry on his chest is actually from a German poet.
It did look kind of German from the very quick pen that we had.
So Raina Maria Reich, I think is how you say that.
Oh, I think I saw that. Yeah.
Yes. So the poem roughly translated, I don't know if this is like a pure like word for word translation, but it says, I live my life in growing circles which ring out over the things around me. Perhaps I'll never finish the last, but that is what I'm going to try. I'm circled around God, around the ancient tower, and I've been circling for thousands of years, and I still don't know, am I a falcon, a storm, or a great song? What a perfect poem to add to this, because the circles, especially like with the way that
was like very prominent in
very prominent
video.
Very prominent. Circles, circles are so interesting because there is no like end or beginning. They are just fully cyclical, and there's so many things in nature that are cyclical, like weather patterns are cyclical, how things evolve are cyclical, a butterfly's lifespan is cyclical, like everything.
I mean, even just like something as basic as just the seasons, it's just like, it just keeps going around and
just keeps going around. I almost feel like, people say that like time is linear, but I don't necessarily believe that. I think it's more like in a circle of time. We're sort of like going through the same motions that always come to a conclusion.
Where do you think that like a lot of scientists say that we're eventually going to go back into an ice age?
Everything
where we come from.
And I think like with Face too, like all of his promotional material has been this evolution of circles. And I feel that really strongly with the like butterfly symbols that we've been seeing as well. Like the butterfly is such a perfect example of this like cyclical thing that comes to a complete end, because butterflies don't actually last that long in terms of like their lifespan. It's very short. True. But they go through an amazing transformation from one step to the other. And I feel like for Jimin, this is like a complete new transformation. And
I mean, even like the official like artwork for his album is basically a bunch of circles within one and the other. So
it's just such an interesting thing in here, like with the number of dancers, the type of choreography, the fact that they're like lifting him up. And I didn't actually realize, but when they lift him up in that second section, it kind of looks like wings spread out.
That is very true,
right?
Now that you mentioned it.
Like it really, like, he's so good at putting symbolism, and
it's also very theatrical, also
super theatrical. So really, he puts so much thought into this album. And I think also to him saying like, this is my thoughts during the pandemic, this is how I was feeling, this is how I'm feeling about my evolution throughout my career, through BTS, through my personal development. And I think we're just seeing the culmination of that with this album. And what a perfect like symbol to start with Set Me Free Part 2. Like it's so perfect. He designed this.
Wait for the rest of the album.
I know. So we are getting the rest of the album this week. It is coming out.
I'm not ready.
I'm not ready. We got a teaser for Like Crazy, which is the title track for this album. Namjoon also had a writing credit on this one, so it's going to be very interesting to see what it sounds like. I genuinely have no idea what it's going to sound like.
But it's also like so very sweet, because if we remember, even with like Jimin's like solo songs and stuff, he usually goes to
Jinny. Like Promise brings back like memories of him and Namjoon like talking about lyrical back and forth, like it just reminds me of that. With Set Me Free Part 2, we also got a dance practice and the behind the scenes already, which is wild.
Listen, I wanted a dance practice and I got it.
You did. You literally called it. So you got it.
I got what I wanted, and as soon as I got it, I watched that and I was like,
the choreo is so tight. Like it's so tight.
I wanted it and I got it, dude. I'm pulling my Yoongi strings over here.
You're doing well, honestly. And we also got the behind the scenes, which is super fun. Obviously seeing him go from like his stage persona to his like personal persona, being like, I'm shy. I'm like, yeah, right, Jimin, okay?
Lies. Literally. All I can see are lies.
Pants on fire with no shirt. Also,
but also, Jimin is appearing on Jimmy Fallon next week. Well, technically, the day that is coming out should be the first day that he's there. The only thing that kind of irks me is that they kind of announce it as his. I know it technically is his like late night show debut as like alone.
Yes,
but it's technically not as well.
Yeah.
So that was kind of irking me. It was just like, just announce that he's going on the show. You don't need to make it that special. I mean, he's special, I know, but you know. It was just like something like very insignificant, and I was just like, why? He's just coming back on the show. He's just gonna be alone. You know?
I'm also feeling very petty at this moment because of the battle of late night talk show hosts. Jimmy Fallon comes on top, and I'm not mad about this.
Oh, I'm very glad he's doing this on Jimmy Fallon.
I agree.
I am very, very glad.
Super happy.
Because he's the one that's never went back on his words. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yep, me too. If you know, you know.
You know. And if you don't, you can easily find it.
You can easily we had an entire podcast dedicated to this kind of shit. So if you want to go and listen to go ahead.
I am glad. I mean, just it always like pops into my mind the moment where like they were all like presenting themselves in like the Idol era. Yeah. It was like, hi Jimmy, I'm Jimin. Like that part was so cute. And like his little cute. Like chinny ears.
Jimmy Fallon, I love you.
I am very glad. He's always been like super respectful of like any artist that does
his research, which is important.
And so I feel like that is why he's been in this post for so long, and that he will probably remain for a while. So,
I agree.
So that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
it's just like the wording on the post that irks me.
Yeah, I mean it's
me being petty.
It's always the pettiness, but
yeah, listen, it comes out once in a while.
It does. Like Crazy comes out on Thursday, so probably our Sunday video will be the reaction to Like Crazy with the music video and all that kind of stuff, and we'll do a full album recap next episode, so stay tuned for that. But let us move on to Mr. Kim Tae-young, because I am destroyed. As a human being.
Okay, because like the thing is, he's been doing a lot of like photo shoots for different like magazines and stuff, and every single time we say the exact same thing, and that's not gonna change.
No.
Help.
No. He's also officially a Celine ambassador, so congratulations to you. First of all, if you're gonna be a Celine ambassador, where are your clothes? Where are they? Because I don't see them.
But also, I'm almost kind of disappointed that it's not Gucci though. Him and his Gucci. But I'm very happy he's a Celine ambassador, because he's also been like, even like before he became one, like that was one of his favorite brands.
Yes, he's been wearing it a lot. He also like went to their fashion show last year, so like it was like a long time coming. I love how these like fashion companies and brands are like scooping up BTS left and right. Like just so many variety.
I've been getting irked by some like random articles that's been popping out on my social media as being like, oh, he's leaving BTS. It's like, no, he's doing his solo stuff. If he wants, like, they're all ambassadors for a brand. Like he's like, oh, he's gonna stop doing music. I was like, no,
that's not how that. First of all, what?
Do your research and then come back.
Do your research.
Or no, don't come back.
Don't come back. I never listened to any of these articles and stuff, and I honestly
think they pop up on my stuff, and I'm just like, leave me alone.
Leave me alone. You should always be cautious with written material, especially when it comes to BTS, because
there usually don't read it unless it comes from Weavers. Or
exactly.
Like them
unless
themselves.
They've retweeted it or like, you know, like shown interest that they want you to read the article.
Yeah.
I am always cautious when it comes to these publications, because in the past, there has been many publications that have done them dirty and continue to do them dirty as time goes on. And especially during this hiatus, always listen to BTS, trust what they're doing.
Because like they're always like being like the titles or like the headlines is like, oh, they're stopping making music. And I'm like, this is how the fandom panicked when it got first announced.
Yeah.
Because one, there was like false wording in the translation.
Yeah.
And two, the media just ran with it.
Yeah. So I would say the thing that I will always fall back on is trust BTS. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Trust the words that they are saying, because they are in control of their own future and they control the narrative. So just trust whatever they're saying and ignore everybody else, because
I guess I'm just in like a very irritable mood this week.
Yeah. No, same. Honestly, same. I'm just so tired of these like publications and these magazines and the people who have no idea what they're talking about when it comes to BTS or ARMY for that matter, coming into our DMs and being like blah 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 blah, talking their mouth off. And I'm like, no, none of this is true. You didn't even do any sort of semblance of research when it comes to this stuff.
And I'm just here like, bye Felicia.
Bye, block them and move on. That's all I gotta say. Do not give them likes and clicks. And
we haven't said that in a while.
We have not said that in a while. Yes.
Don't engage. Block and move on.
Block and move on.
Report if it's offensive.
Exactly. Block, move on, report if offensive. That's the words that I live by. That's why I love my moots on my timeline, because it's clean AF. Thank you for being the best people I know. Anyway, he was also episode 4 of Jinny's Kitchen came out.
He got complimented on his food.
He did.
I saw the clip on TikTok and he was okay. First of all, actor Kim Tae-young.
First of all, that man seriously destroys me every day. I have a Kim Tae-young problem and I don't know how to solve it, because he's just so attractive when he's acting all cute and then he goes into the water and like slicks back his hair. Like, how am I supposed to live?
Why do you think I always say that I don't have only one bias vector in BTS.
No.
I am a Yoongi bias with 6 bias vectors.
6 of them, just rotating around and around.
And sometimes it's all 6 of them at the same time.
I know, especially when they're all doing different things and then they attack you all at once.
Yeah.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay. As a person.
Why are you doing this?
Why are you here? Why are you doing this to me? Episode 4 was great. I had such a good time. There was like really cute Woshik is the funniest person ever. Like, him and Tae's relationship is the funniest things ever. Especially his interns. They're just so freaking funny. There are no words. Just go and watch it. It's so much fun. Episode 5 is coming out on Sunday. So
listen, I am so excited for them to all be out, so I can literally sit on my pull-out couch and lay down and binge watch it.
Yeah, I have a date on Sunday with actually, yeah, and and Lenny and Cad. So
there you go.
It's our Sunday ritual.
Of course. I try not to die, and you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, basically.
Anyway, so that's basically all the new things that came out this week. Jin, obviously.
And JK is anonymous because of
and JK went back into the darkness.
I would also like to shout out Tomorrow by Together, because the Lollapalooza artists were announced, and guess who's headlining, baby? Tomorrow by Together.
I saw that and I was like, oh my god!
I know, it's so exciting. I also saw that New Jeans is making their first debut there. First girl group, like a K group ever to debut at Lollapalooza. They're debuting.
And TXT is the first ever K-pop group to headline at Lollapalooza.
And the Roses are also going. There is a ton of different K-pop acts that are like inside of this Lollapalooza.
I got so excited.
So
first of all,
TXT
is going back, because that's a big deal, because it's not just the first time, it's the second.
Yeah.
And they get to headline this time. Yeah. I'm so freaking happy for them.
Oh, it's gonna be great. I'm so excited.
If last year's was any indication, this year's gonna be even better.
Oh, last year was so much fun. I don't think you guys understand. Like, I talked a lot about Hobie, but TXT's set was amazing. It was so much fun. And I love
that you can watch it on YouTube.
Me too. I hope that they do that again. I'm sure that they will, because like Hive always wants as also, many fans as possible.
Big Hit's got our back, dude.
It's true. Facts. I don't know if I'll be able to go this year or not. But
if anything, if they televise it again, you can join Kat and I, and you can all watch it.
Yeah, together. We can all watch it together. So
because last year, Kat and I watched like both Hobie's and TXT's all together.
Yeah, TXT is amazing. Their set was amazing. I had such a great chat, even though it was like a little crazy. Because the act before was like this EDM music, so we were all just like standing there like this, like
at least it wasn't like full pop. It was like in their rock and roll, my heart is bleeding era.
God, yeah, so, but their set was so
I'm
good.
hotter now. Why did I do that?
I don't. Well, you're excited. That's what happens. Yeah, I'm so looking forward. Anyway, I wanted to shout them out because it's like a huge deal, and I love so my babies. Yeah, we love them. Love you, TXT.
Mwah. Artist shout out.
Artist shout out.
I have an artist this week.
We should all be surprised by this.
Well, I did in the last couple weeks. So so my artist is They Hopes. I found them on TikTok. The TikToks, and they do like small like animations, and the one that popped on my timeline was the On the Street one, and it's really, really cute.
It looks so cute.
Yeah, it's so good.
I'm gonna have to watch all these later. I'm so such a fan.
So yeah, that's my artist this week.
Go follow them on TikTok. My artist this week is Box by Key, I think is how you say it. They design acrylic displays for your light stick, for photo cards. The one that gets
that's so fun,
right? Is the light stick one, because you basically she like designed them.
Oh my god, really the In the Psalm one is so fucking cute.
Right? Oh, I'm such a fan. I also like love the CD and photo card one too. And she has like, or they have like a bunch of designs, and I love it so much. I honestly like want to get a display for my light stick and my mic, because my mic has fallen twice now.
Mine is still in the box. It went back in the box, and it hasn't come out since I moved.
Oh my god.
My light stick is holding on for dear life on my shelf.
Yeah, me too. So yeah, I do want one. I probably might get one once I maybe like get my own place, so I can display them really
for me
nicely.
It's one, once maybe I get a job, and two, once I get a second shelf.
Yes, shelving is very important. Okay, so songs of the week.
Also, real quick, on the good news, I just learned that my remaining family cat is not diabetic.
Oh, well, that's good.
But we don't know what's wrong with him.
Oh, well, that's...
He's not diabetic, otherwise good. I would have been. Okay, songs of the week.
Songs of the week. Go for it.
I'm gonna answer my mom real quick. Okay. So my BTS song this week is More by Hobie.
I love that song so much.
But then my non-BTS song is very not like More. It is Teddy Bear by Stacey. I'm so obsessed with that song. It's so good. It's just like has a really, really fun vibe to it.
Love it.
Yeah.
We love a fun vibe in this household.
Hell yeah.
My BTS song this week is House of Cards.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why.
You dug that one deep, dude.
I know. Well, I was making playlists for Set Me Free Part 2.
Of course you were.
And you know, there is some kind of pattern to my playlist making here, but House of Cards is usually always on those playlists because it's like the perfect amount of like somber and in the feels that makes it perfect for playlisting.
Yeah, I get you.
So yeah, I also just love that song very much. My non-BTS song is a song called Hurt Somebody by Noah Khan, I think, and Julia Michaels.
Oh, I love Julia Michaels.
Yes, this song is one of my favorite songs. I think I discovered it during quarantine in 2020, and it's been on my like playlist ever since. It's like a really upbeat song, but the lyrics are very not upbeat. It's very TXT-esque.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's very TXT.
So it fits right into my personal genre type. And it's kind of like an indie.
Listen, you get 3 like really hard song, and then you finish up with Teddy Bear, and then your day is set.
And then your day is set. That's what I'm saying. And then add Set Me Free Part 2 to that playlist, and then you're
Listen,
good to go.
I almost put The Truth Untold.
Oh God, The Truth Untold.
If there's one song that will always, it's that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Genuinely.
Why is my mom Okay, Percy's being dumb. That's why she's laughing.
Anyway, that wraps us up for this week, I think.
All right. So as usual, we have a new podcast episode coming out every Thursday, and a new clip coming out every Sunday at 3 p.m. EST. You can also listen to us on the go, basically on any app where you would listen to your podcasts on the go. And you can also find us on our social medias at Army ThinkTank, at Army ThinkTank Podcast. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified whenever we post a new video. On that note, have a good week.
And we'll see you Sunday for
Like Crazy, and then next Wednesday. Bye. Bye-bye.